welcome to the Skiku high intensity interval training workout. This is going to be 20 minutes of working out. It's going to be 40 seconds of exercise and 20 seconds of transition. If you want to, you can run through this twice, which is a great workout to do a total of 40 minutes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in position for the aerobic period. And then we're going to have a 20-second transition. Then we're going to move into a strength period. All right, let's get started. All right, the first exercise is a jump 180 turn. So wide leg and jump. And yep, you can start with a small jump and then work towards a bigger jump with more height. 180 degrees. Back and forth. You can do, depending on how energetic you feel, you can do a low jump or a high jump. Paul and Isabel are demonstrating really nice form here where they're landing on the balls of their feet and doing a nice deep knee bend so that they land softly. They're absorbing the impact with all of their muscles and it's not going into their joints. So they're doing a really nice job reaching down and then reaching up with the jump. Very nice. All right, now we're going to transition to a reverse lunge. For this one, you're going to start with you facing one direction, then you're going to reach back with your foot and then come down and reach up, just like that. Make sure you're thinking about your knees staying over your feet and not going inward. And begin. Go ahead, reaching up. Good. That looks really nice. And what you want to be doing is you want to be reaching back with that foot. If you're feeling like you can be a little more explosive, you can really kind of spring forward. Yep, that looks really nice. Isabel's bringing some nice dynamic motion there. See if you can get your arms straight up. Good, very nice. Nice. Fair, and make sure that the knee is over the foot. That looks good for both Paul and Isabel. They're doing a great job. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, good job. Now we're going to transition into something called the HEISMAN. For this one, the goal is to get your knee up to your elbow, all right? So faster, it's going to look like that. You don't want to bring your elbow down to your knee. Your knee comes up to your elbow. Okay, ready and begin. Bring your knee up to your elbow. That looks great. Just like that, knee up to elbow. And you can see that their knees are breaking that horizon. They're getting nice and high. If one of them wants to try the faster version just for a few minutes, you can see how Isabel really is working hard. She can keep that up for as long as she wants, then she can transition back to the other one. Good. Nice effort, Isabel. Woo! All right, 3, 2, 1, and nice job. All right, we're going to transition next into a narrow push-up with your elbows close in. That's the one we're going to use. You can do that off your toes, but if you can't hold your form, you can do it off your knees, all right? You want to keep your body nice and straight. You don't want to have an inward curve of your low back. You want to have a flat back. All right, we can start on the toes. Keep your back flat and your hips low. Bring your elbows down and come up. Oh, we've got two very strong people. Keep going up and down just like that. And you can see that they've got just a gentle inward curve in their low backs, which is a nice way to get their core involved. They're doing this the hard way with the elbows towards their sides and they look really good. If they get tired during this 40 section, they're going to move down to their knees and that's a perfectly good way to do it. And try to be as straight as you can from your hips all the way to the top of your head. Nice job. You should be quite tired through your arms and probably through your core after that one. We're going to do a side plank on one side and a side plank on another side. So for this one, you're going to start on your side like this, all right? And then if you want to make it harder, you can move to here. And if you want to make it harder still, you can move to this position here. We're going to do first the left and then the right. And go ahead and begin this plank. And so you can see that they've got their knees at 90 degrees, but their knees, their hips, their shoulders, and the head are all in line. By going onto their legs, just like that, their feet. And now if they want to make it harder still, they can bring that top leg up. This is an issue of both control and strength, all right? But you can transition in and out of these if you wanted. Keep on holding it. This is a nice long hold. Good job. Another thing that both of them are doing very nicely is you can see that they've got their heads in line. Their heads aren't dropping either direction. They're keeping their hips nice and high, nice and high. You got this. 3, 2, 1, lower. All right, now all we're gonna do for this one is you're just gonna go on the other side. If you have a mat, that's fine, but remember, all you need is a little bit of a padding, like a sweatshirt or a hat underneath your elbow, or else don't even use your elbow at all. Just go off your hand if you want a really nice challenge. Go ahead and switch sides, and we're gonna go straight into the next exercise and go ahead and lift. Begin, right? And Paul, can you show us what it's like to do it off your hand? Both you guys go ahead, hold that lift up, just like that, beautiful. And this is a hard one to balance, hold that up. Can you guys lift up your foot with this? That's a really hard exercise. They'll hold it for as long as they can. If they get tired, they can just bring that foot down as far as you can. So you're pushing into that bottom hand and you're reaching up with the top hand. You look at how nice and straight their bodies are. This is excellent core exercise. This is really gonna serve you well when you go and get on the snow for skiing. Nice job. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Now we're gonna transition to a scissor jump. For this, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna go back and forth, and you can do it with not a big jump, or you can do it more, something that looks like a lunge back and forth. Depends on how much energy and strength you have. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Very nice. Very nice. And you can start, you don't have to, if you don't feel like you don't have, that knee does not have to touch the floor. The knee does not have to touch the floor. It can just move back. We're getting some really nice motion here. That looks good. You can see that both Paul and Isabel are staying on the balls of their feet. You want to make sure that your knee is over your foot on the front side. So the knee is over the foot. That looks really good. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and nice job. The next strength segment is going to be for abdominal muscles. We're going to go down on the ground. You can start doing like a crunch, and this is the easiest form. But then if you want to make it harder, you can go further out with the legs. Either way, it's a small motion. You want to keep your back pressed to the floor. And begin, start with a crunch. So you're going to bring your shoulders and your head up. Your chin is going to be tucked to your chest. Good, and you're going to be reaching forward with your hands. Your hands are going to be up, palms down to the floor, but they're going to be up off the ground like you're reaching towards your feet. So lift up your hands a little bit, Isabel, a little bit higher. Now, if you want to make it harder still, you can raise more of your shoulder off of the mat. You want to make sure that you've got your lower abdominals working so that your back is not arched for this one. Very nice. All right, 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, the next thing we're going to transition into is a skate jump. It's just going to be like with skiing, so you're going to go back and forth in a skating motion. You're going to have a pause to work on your balance between. You can make this harder by leaping higher and further. Ready, and begin. Nice. So we're giving them a chance to get used to the exercise. Nice, and they've got a little pause in between. They look really balanced. You're going to want to make sure that your knee is over your foot when you go in to land on it. Good, and they've got their chest nice and low, just like you would when you're doing a skiing motion. Very nice. Good, keep it going, keep the energy up. Nice, big, strong jumps, that looks good. Keep going, 3, 2, 1, stop. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna transition into a push-up plank jump. For that one, you're gonna get in a plank position to start. You can do on your toes or on your knees. Then you're gonna do that push-up. You're gonna come up and you're gonna jump. And then back, push up, jump. Get into a plank position either on your knees or your toes. Do a push-up, jump, back, push-up, jump, back, push-up, jump, back. You can go to your knees if you feel like you're getting tired. Jump, back, push-up, jump, back, push-up, jump, back, push up, 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 jump, and back. Nice job, you guys made it through. All right, the next thing we're gonna be transitioning in, we're gonna do 2 hip raisers. You're gonna lift up your hips. You don't want your hips low, you want them nice and high, and you don't want one dropping, you want them nice and level. If you can, reach to the ceiling, but you can also do it with your hands here. You're gonna lift up this leg and you're gonna do little pulses. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, lift up your hips. And then we're gonna have one leg up and then do little pulses. Good, and the hands can either be to the ceiling, and the knee is gonna be bent at 90 degrees, the top leg, so bend that hip towards you. Good, Paul, bring your knee towards you. Yep, keep going, and this knee is gonna come up like that, perfect. Looking good, and you can see this is a really hard work. Excellent, keep on going. You've got this. Whoa, yes, Isabel's taking it to the next level. Nice. Just like that. Everybody stay nice and strong, nice and strong. 3, 2, 1, and nice job. And all you got to do for this one, just transition over to the other side. So you're going to stay where you are, and you're just going to move to the other leg. All right? You guys ready to exercise the other leg? Let's go ahead and have you get in position. Okay, go up with both legs. Good, and then lift one of them and begin. Nice pulses, that looks great. Little pulses right at the top. They're doing a wonderful job of keeping their hips nice and square. That looks good. Keep that everything lined up. Excellent job. Good job lifting up at the hips. And you can really want to dive into the heel. If you dive into the heel, really think about that, you're going to get your glutes. So dig that heel in as you lift up. That'll really trigger your glute muscle to get working. You're going to get a nice workout. Keep on going. You've got about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, nice job. You did both sides. We're going to go ahead and take a water break. We're going to transition now into doing steel jacks. You remember that one? It's like a jumping jack, but you're going to be nice, light toes, and you're going to move your hands out to the side. It's a nice chest opener. It gets your circulation moving and your heart rate going. So then you're going to bring your hands together and then out to the side, just like that. Keep going. That looks good. Nice, light. Keeping your weight on the balls of your feet. That looks good. Going out to the side. Very good. Getting the backs of the shoulders involved. Upper back's getting worked to pull those shoulders back into the seal position. That looks good. Keep going. Keep on going. 10 seconds left. You got this. Keep on going. Bring it home. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you made it. Now we're going to transition into a plank with a knee drop. So again, you're going to start with a plank position. You want to have a very straight body, and then you're going to reach up with one leg and then the other, back and forth. So you want a nice flat back with just a gentle inward curve. Ready and begin. Drop a knee forward. The knee just goes down. It doesn't need to go all the way to your palm, just to the floor, just to the floor, but you're going to stay nice and firm in your plank. Excellent. You're going to be feeling this across your obliques. You're going to be feeling it in your shoulder girdle that's supporting your body. Good, just like that. You're keeping that tension in the front of your body this entire time as you're alternating those knees coming forward. That looks really strong. Nice, just like that. Nice, gentle inward. There's a flat or gentle inward curve of the low back. 3, 2, 1, stop. Now we're going to transition into a squat jump. For this one, you're just going to start with your shoulders, your feet shoulders width apart. Come down low, hands, sweep up and down. Make sure on this one that your knees are staying wide and they are over your feet. You do not want your knees wandering inward. And begin. When you start with this is 40 seconds. This is a hard exercise to keep going on. Isabel and Paul are showing kind of a moderate way to do this. If they wanted to put more into it, they would jump higher and bigger. And if they can keep that up, awesome. They're going to keep that up for as long as they want. When they feel like they can't sustain it, they're gonna go back to that more moderate style. Very nice, and they are still going. This is gonna take 10 more seconds. Keep going, just like this, but they're keeping their good form. Knees over the feet. 3, 2, 1, and nice job. So now we're gonna transition to a Russian twist. You're gonna come down here. You're gonna be up in this position. If that's too hard, you can do it here. So this exercise can be done like this. I would recommend, if you can, that you have a flat back here, and then if you can, raise your feet up and alternate your feet and your hands. All right. If they're feeling strong, they're gonna lift their feet up. And this is a hard exercise. And you can see that they lifted their feet up, but they're keeping their backs nice and flat, and they both look fantastic. They're gonna keep this up as long as they can. And when they get tired, and they can push their feet the other way, so their feet are gonna go opposite, nice. And you can see now they're getting an even harder version of this exercise. If they need to backtrack to an easier version, because they feel like they can't keep a flat back, or they're gonna go ahead and transition to putting the feet down, or just narrowing it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one's pretty simple. It's just gonna be a side-to-side hop. All right? Just going, imagine there's an imaginary line. You're going left, right, left, right, left, right, just like that. And just make sure that you have a nice light foot the whole way you do it. If you want to go higher and bigger, you can. Okay, ready and go. Going back and forth over an imaginary line. And both our athletes are doing a wonderful job of staying on the balls of their feet. That looks really good. This is a simple exercise, but it's something that you will have to do when you're catching your balance on your skis and using your edges, just back and forth, left, right, good. And they're doing a really nice job of keeping this going. At this point in the exercise, it's going to be pretty tiring, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nice job. We're getting towards the end of the workout. For this one, we're just going to do a squat, but we're going to alternate going back and forth. So start in a squat position, but then you're going to come onto one leg and then the other leg, and you're really making sure that your knee is over your foot. The main thing is you want to stay low. Left, right, and the chest is going to be open, but the chin is not going to be poking. All right, and really see if you can bring that pause. See if you can bend deeper. Stay low. It's like you've got something that you need to get under. Good. And you can cross your leg over like Paul, but the main thing is that you're just going left and right. You don't have to reach too far down. That looks good. Keep going. 10 seconds left. Stay nice and low. Knee. You want your knee over your foot. Don't want it inside the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the last exercise. I want you to imagine that you've got a pole on your back, and you're going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift. You're going to reach back. This is a nice way to kind of cool down at the end of the workout. We're going to do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other, and reach back with that pole. Good. And come back. Nice. That's good. 5 on each leg. 3, 2, 1. And now switch legs. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. And if you've got to touch down between repetitions, that's fine. This is a balance exercise as well as a strength. You want to keep your knee over your foot, and your back is going to have an even arch the whole time through. And they're pretending they've got a ski pole at their back to remind them to stay long. Good. Very nice. Just like that. 4, 3, 2, 1. And nice job. All right, so at this point, you've gone through 20 minutes. If you're doing this for a workout, this is the main part of the workout. You want to do maybe a couple minutes of running and then go back and do the 20-minute section over again. That's an excellent workout. If you're done, you're going to cool down with a little bit, maybe a 5-minute cool down jog. And that can be just to bring your heart rate down and to keep the blood circulation so you're not as sore for tomorrow, a little bit of an active recovery. And again, the reason that you have done this work is that skiing requires a lot of strength, not only at your legs and your arms, but also at your core. We've done a lot of core exercises today, and these are all things about holding yourself in a position so that you have a foundation to push powerfully off of when you're skiing. All right, excellent job. If you're ready, we'll see you back at the beginning. Otherwise, have a great cool down.